is going on? What is going Hey everybody, we're about to start pretty soon. Make sure you make your way in, sign in by clicking that like button. But let's go ahead and
What
let
they're gonna
everybody
do
else come
is
in.
they're gonna
All
try to
right,
get
guys.
back in their lane as soon as possible. So if that's the case,
Make
what
sure you
we
guys
can
sign
do
in.
is kind of scoot over here
Let me go ahead and
as soon as
set up the
possible,
front
and we're
office.
never gonna
Let me go ahead and
collide.
set up the front
That
office
is what
here.
I'd be
Okay,
focusing on.
okay, that looks good. All right, there we go. We're
You can
getting
honk the
this. We're
horn if you
getting
want,
that.
not an issue.
Let's
All
go
right, so
ahead
we're
and
getting
plug
up to
this in.
here. Whoa, you would not win that one. You would have not win that one. Oh my gosh. All
Hi
right, so
everybody.
from what I understand, like I got some good
How you
feedback
doing,
from you
82?
guys last
Hi
time.
Alex, how you doing? Prodigal, how you doing?
Flying kites is a huge pastime
Hi.
wherever this is. I think it's
What's
Brazil,
up?
South America area.
Louie, how you doing?
Flying a
What's up,
kite is easy
crew?
to do. It's cheap to
Woo!
do, and it's
It's
a lot
good
of
to see
fun.
all the crew
People
members
start
here.
getting into kite wars where you have two kites, and then what they do is they'll have string, obviously,
Can't
through the
see
kite,
me.
and they put like glass in
Hi.
it. So when they're having these
We're gonna
kite
get
wars, they
started pretty
run
soon,
across
guys.
and
Don't
cut it
worry
and
about it.
ruin your
We're gonna get
kite.
started
Well,
soon.
when you cut it and ruin the kite keeps flying across, obviously, with the wind, lands in places, and then that string has glass on it. So what's happening is that it's getting strung across, the
If
roadway
you guys
right
want to
before you get to
be
the kite
a
port.
crew member
And what's
like
happening is when
Anderson
people are
Craftsman,
riding
Richard
and
Moss,
kind of doing
Vox
a
2,
neck
or I'm sorry,
break, that
ZK7,
can
Prodigal
damage
Stranger,
both.
Peter
Some
K,
people have gotten
and
really
Speed
hurt.
Limit Challenger,
So
click that join
those
button.
kites with
Click that little,
strings kind
if
of
you're in the
ruining
chat right now on your
glass
mobile phone, click
kind
that
of
little
thing.
little
This right here
dollar
is supposed to
sign
like help
and it
out
says
and do
join.
all that stuff. So it's really
Yeah.
interesting to see. So if
James
you're
Boone, how you doing? If
motorcycles
you
with those
join
in the
during the
front,
stream, you get
that right there is what
shouted out.
it's for. All right, so moving forward on this one, good positioning for him.
Oh yeah, Alex, that's gonna be awesome. What kind of bike you getting?
Oh, high risk, no reward on that thing. And
Do
there it
do
is.
do do do.
I think it's pretty easy to know what happened there, guys. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
I got a date later on.
High risk,
Thursdays
no
is date
reward.
night, so after
And look
class, I
at the
gotta get out of here.
speeding up
So then we're gonna
rubber
have a little
on
date with
hot rubber on this guy's
Mrs.
car. I'd be
Fireman.
pissed if it was my car. John Boutros. To study crashes and near misses has limited utility. Have you
It's like an
considered pursuing
inception.
videos that feature riders who effectively avoid trouble through using proper safety methods and skills? Problem is nobody shares those videos.
Ooh, that's a good buy.
Problem is nobody
Thoughts
wants
on
to
the
share those
Triumph Street
videos. They're
Twin?
not
Amazing
popular.
bikes.
Nobody
Triumphs
cares about
make
it
great bikes.
because in reality,
Really good
it's like
quality.
everyday riding. And
You start
how do
moving
you
into
get
the
to have
buying the
proper
name
safety
type thing,
methods
and
and
they kind of
skills?
deserve
That
it
is
though. I
what's
mean, they
important.
deserve the
That's
little
what
markup.
not what's important, but that's what people want to know. Like, how do we have the proper safety methods and
Christopher,
skills?
awesome.
I don't
Go
want to
ahead.
see
Start asking him right
airlines
now.
being
We're gonna get in
abused.
class. Everybody else start
Because
making
I
your way into
know
class. We're
once
gonna
they
get
have
going
those
real
proper
soon.
methods, then it should be fine.
Oh,
So
I'll
that's
let
what
her
we
know,
like to focus
Prodigal.
on
Don't
are some good
worry.
concepts to
Galen,
make
it's good to
sure
have you
that you
back.
guys do have the proper safety methods and skills. But then I also
You
show you
better check your
what happens when
pantalones,
you
hombre.
don't have the proper safety methods and skills, and that's through those crashes and close calls. And it's all based off of after action reviews of close calls, uh, firefighter close calls. That's where we got it. Is that after a
Ooh,
fire,
we already got
after
somebody with a
an EMS
super
scene, or
sticker.
after we
What?
witness
Anderson with the
police
$1.99, $2 super
fatality on
sticker?
the news,
Thank
and
you so
we start
much.
to look at all the information. We were like,
Triumphs are
how do
great
we
bikes. You
prevent
guys,
that for
you can't go
ourselves?
wrong with the Triumph, to be
And
quite
we actually
honest.
watch firefighters get killed, and we're like, that could have been us. This
50
is the
something
reality of it.
people in
But now
class,
we
but I
challenge
don't
the
see
reality of it.
50
This is why
something
this
people
is why we
signed in.
train.
Click that like button.
And we
You got to click that
would,
little like
when
button
it
right
comes
there.
to after action reviews of fireground tactics and EMS
We're going to get
scenes,
started
we
real
typically
soon,
do a good
everybody.
job. So we do
Real
talk about the
soon.
good stuff.
Make your way to class. Come on,
But the
guys.
problem is we already know what the good stuff is, and if it
James,
went
how you
good,
doing?
we know what to do already.
Anderson,
It's
whoop,
not a
whoop.
big deal. We don't need that reinforcement, that positive reinforcement. So at that point, that's what that would be, is that positive reinforcement of good, effective skills.
42
But
likes. Come on,
the
guys. You
person
know you
that's
can do it.
watching it isn't
Click that like
the
button.
person doing it, so they don't know
Like.
what that is. And I try to
Hey,
show
Motos
them
with
what
Matt.
that
How
is.
you
It's like, well,
doing,
I
man?
can't see what good
Do, do,
progressive
do, do,
brake pressure because
do.
the car pulled out in front. It's like, how do I what is good progressive brake pressure? Well, let me show you what bad progressive brake pressure is. Oh, okay. But now go practice your or no, sorry, not situation. Go practice your fundamental skills in a parking lot, and this is what good progressive brake pressure looks like when you practice. It's
Do,
now
do,
we're
do,
trying to
do,
hit a third
do.
angle when I just show the effective stuff. and it's not as powerful in terms of, oh, I should train. It's it's like a it's a it would be like the cherry on top.
Oh, I
And
know, I know, I know. We're gonna get started real soon, everybody. All right, make your way into the classroom right now. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go over some motorcycle crashes and close calls. And yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'll go ahead and meet you in there. Go ahead, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. All righty, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a good. Whoa. It looks like we're having a banger of a video here. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We got 56 likes. Make sure you click that sign in. But oh, Joshua HD, love your channel, man. Thank you so much with the $5. Woo! Oh yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna get started out pretty soon. Shout out from Wichita, Kansas. Stacy, how you doing? How you doing? Crank it up after class. Oh yeah. Lock shift. Yeah, yeah. Thinking about selling your 636 to buy a supermoto. Good idea. Supermotos sound fun. They just don't look comfortable. Supermotors are probably a lot of fun. I kind of want one myself. There's a lot of things I want, you know? You get the bike for the purpose that you want to have fun with. You know, you want to go off road, but you still want to go on road, get a dual sport. You want to ride around the neighborhood, only the neighborhood, get yourself a little 50cc scooter, you know? Little things like that. Had your exam on the 5th of January, but Corona got it canceled. Oh no. February 11th, huh? For your thing? Adam, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. New Windjammer. We're gonna get started real soon. This is a crazy video. This just got posted by what's his face? 99 Lives. There you go. So 99 Lives posted this earlier. We're gonna go over it. I had a new video come out today. I was testing something out. Yeah, I was testing something out. Is 15 crazy motorcycle close calls in road rage 2021. Pretty simple, you know, pretty simple. And what I did was kind of chop it up. So there's like 15 close calls and crashes, but I didn't go through the whole explanation of what was happening. I just did the first intro. Let me know if that's something you guys like. Let me know if that's something you guys like. I'll go ahead and I'll put it in the comments. I'll put the video itself in the comments. I want to know what you guys think because I might just be doing that. And then I posted all the actual clips on the DDFM Clips and Highlights channel. So it's, you know, I want to see. I want to see. Let me know what you guys think. So this is the video. This is the video. There it is. There it is. Quick question from Thien. Quick question, Dan. When shifting, should you pull in the clutch and then roll off the throttle or throttle first, then the clutch? So it's at the same time. It's probably not the answer you want. You have to do the little, let's go ahead and get me on the big screen right here. You have to do, okay, so your hand's open. This is the clutch hand, and you have the throttle. You're giving it a little bit, okay? So you reach for it. You have to squeeze, and you're doing this. It's at the same time. Now, you're going to get to a point where you might have, you know, pulled in the clutch a little too soon. You hear the RPMs go up, and then you kind of do that. That's perfectly fine. You're going to get closer and closer, and you're going to do that a few times. RPMs are a little high. Oh, crap. But you're going to get a little bit better with your fine motor skills. So it's literally just marrying it. It's literally at the same time. You're going to get used to it. You're going to get used to it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. Bit confusing. It looks like I've already half watched it because of the red progress bar. I know, it's crazy, huh? How you guys doing? 115 of you, but only 68 of you signed in. Make sure you click that like button to sign in, everybody. Got to do it. Got to do it. Did you get my no gear video? If it was sent in for a submission, I haven't checked it, the submission form, in about a week because I'm waiting for them to come up. I keep getting notifications that people are submitting videos, which is great. It's amazing because we're going to have another user submitted video class maybe next week. We might put them all together next week. So if you guys have a video you want to submit, click that link in the chat and or in the description. Okay. Is it just me from Thardris? How you doing, man? Is it just me, or is getting your license in the USA super? Yeah, it is. It's super easy.
Really is. I've had 25 hours of training going to be 30 when I have my license here in Holland. Yeah, it's beyond easy to get it down here, and that's why we have motorcycle training channels on YouTubes, and you don't see them typically out in the UK and Europe because there's no need. You guys have great training. Still pretty dangerous, but the culture around here in the United States is like, well, nobody can force us to do things. So we're kind of in that point where it's good thing that there's people out there that will put the training out so people can make that choice. But, you know, I don't think should have to do crazy training unless they want to. Cuz there's plenty of people out there that they naturally good at it. You know, they've grown up with dealing with stick shift and the clutch and manual and everything, and they can pretty much handle it. They can pretty much handle it. So putting them through mandatory training is really upsetting for a lot of people. Almost 100 likes, guys. We'll go ahead and get started once we have 100 likes. We got 130 people in here. We're going to get started. Remember, we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. No power limits in the USA either. Yep, no power limits. Yeah, so Kill Switch 80, the MSF course, I mean, that was the testing. That was pretty much what the testing was. If you take an MSF course and they do the endorsement, that's because they're a third party testing facility for your DMV. So once you pass that, the state recognizes that, and then you take it into the DMV and get your license. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was a little more strict when it comes to the training. What I don't want is it to be crazy strict when it comes to the type of gear and the restrictions on the motorcycle. But I see how you start going down that slippery slope. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Testing mandatory. Yeah. 96 likes, everybody. We're gonna get started real soon. Don't worry. We're gonna get started real soon. Remember, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you missed today's class, don't worry about it. We'll just be back Tuesday. All right. Looks like we're getting started real soon. 103 likes. There we go. Woo-wee. 103 likes. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let me go ahead and get some stuff situated. I do want to share with you that Matt went ahead and answered a bunch of your questions. So we got this right here. And or Matt answered a bunch of your questions about buying and selling a motorcycle. All the red is the answers. I like to clean it up. Let's get rid of this last page. There we go. So 5 pages of questions and answers. So let's go ahead and read one real quick. Let's read the top one. All right. So please ask, when is the best time to buy a motorcycle and when to buy motorcycle tires? I know winter season is the first thought for buying a bike, but would like to know thoughts on this. This was literally straight from you guys. Also, tires are usually cheaper during winter as well, but are there other times and places to look for deals? All right. So in some places, this is Matt right here. In some places, motorcycling is seasonal, but businesses remain open. If you live in a snow belt state and it's January, your chances of getting a great deal are probably way higher than in June. If you live in a place like Florida or Arizona, maybe summer months are better or during the model year change when there are applicable rebates or cash off new bikes. So like, 2020 to 2021 bikes, right around that little hump, you know what I mean? As far as tires go, you can find great deals on tires just about everywhere online. You can then pay for them to be mounted. Some dealerships do free tire installs if you purchase the tires with them. Those are typically still good deals. That's a loss leader for most dealerships to get you in the door so they can check your bike out and possibly upsell you on other items. So he has a whole bunch of other things here that is amazing. Let me know if you guys want a copy of that because some great information. Some great information. Let me know. Let me know. What's a rider's course you'd recommend in Arizona? I'm a new rider from Flagstaff. I would take Team Arizona beginner rider course if you haven't taken one, Joshua. They have Phoenix locations and Tucson locations. Yeah. All right. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? Let me know if you guys want that list of stuff. I'll go ahead and make a PDF of it, and I'll put it on the Discord or I'll put it in the shop for free. All right, here we go. All right, warning. I love his intros. Let's see if it's a good intro. No? Oh, here we go. Is there? Wait, there's no intro? 99 Lives. I love your intros, dude.
Anlatmaya gerek yok.
All right, looks like we're gonna have to start it over. All right, I'm gonna have to start it over. I was waiting for his intro. You know, the whole crazy intro. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Warning, this video contains some that's whatever. All right, so we're riding right here with a bunch of friends, fully pinned. Look at that guy way up there. He's going a little crazy. Ooh, watch out now. And we panic braked. So we need to practice our brake. We need to practice our braking skills. It looks like he panic broke right here, right? Smashed it. Dumped the bike. Thankfully, he had some gear on. He's got some New Balance shoes. So hopefully nothing damaged there. Practice your braking, guys. Something like that happens, you need to know how to progressively brake so you don't dump the traction off of that front tire and pretty much dump the bike. Let's go back a little bit. Had to layer down. Exactly, Grimbeard. This is where you hear the whole I had to layer down. All right, so real quick, take a look. Okay, we're having like a little race with friends and whatnot, and then we had some dum-dum go across the path, so we had a little path to travel violation right there. It's a little dum-dum. So this guy's doing a wheelie. You got a brake light. You got a brake light. We got a car. This guy. All these people. What is going on here? Do you think ego might be an issue here? Probably. But let's take a look at this part right here. So this is when he perceived and reacted. Look at that. Ooh! You don't want to be doing that. That is called a panic braking. So he went into brown stage, everybody. Brown stage right there. Action time, but panicked. He got a little poo-poo in the pantalones. Hey, little squirrel. Way over there. A little poo-poo in his pantalones, so he dumps the bike. So what happens when you grab too much front brake too quickly? Not enough weight on that front tire. It's not going to get that mechanical traction that you need to really grip. And what happens is that tire just slips and falls, and then you have momentum because you're turning or you're doing something with the handlebars, and then you fall down. That's what happens. That's a panic brake. So in order to prevent this... In order to prevent this, you need to practice your progressive brake pressure in a parking lot. You know, you can get up to 20 miles an hour in a parking lot pretty easily, but then practice that smooth squeeze, okay? Practice that smooth squeeze.
Anlatmaya gerek yok.
Stop. Quiet. And imagine having to do this in front of all these people. That's all that was. Not enough space cushion, but, you know, they're racing and they're doing some dumb stuff. You can have a small space cushion if you know how to brake. Pupo en them pantalones, ay Alex? Yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy. All right, so we're moving forward here. We're going really fast. Obviously blurred out the speedo. We're not paying attention to... Oh, whoa. Hit a bump. Hit a bump, and there's our shoe. Oh, I'm glad his foot wasn't still in it. I've actually seen people's feet still inside shoes after accidents like this. Not good. What do you think happened there? Ooh, that gas tank is crushed. So is it worth it to ride around really fast inside, you know, town? And this is what's going to happen? Ooh, that could have been his body. Easily. All right. Let's go back just a little bit. I want to make one quick point on this one. Come on now. All right, so right here, what we're doing is we're hauling ass. Okay, we have our speedo blurred. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter at this point. This was filmed in Mexico. It's not like they're gonna get you anyways. But we're hauling ass through town, and we're hitting bumps. Now, if we're not situated right here, boom, there's that bump. What's happening here is when you hit that bump, we're not situated right. Your handlebars are gonna get like this in midair, and then you land it, and guess what? It's going to do this to your hands, and you're not going to have full control. You're hauling ass inside of town, and then what do you think is going to happen? You're going to dump the bike, and you can barely see it, but this right here is a car. Imagine running into the back of the car. Nope, no bueno. All right, let's just move on. Let's get out of here. These are good videos, 99 Lives. Thank you so much for making some good videos. Make sure you guys hit that join button. So far what we've learned today is panic braking and hauling ass. Come on, guys. I think we understand we shouldn't be doing this. Look at that. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? All right, so we're gonna be lane filtering. What are some of the common issues with lane filtering? That right there. So we're gonna have a lot of path to travel, a lot of merging issues, no real escape routes. We can only decelerate and accelerate out of areas. This is a good view right here. So what do you think happened? Why did he crash before even impacting of the vehicle? What do you think happened there? What do you think caused that portion? A little too much of that front brake, maybe? Yep. And it's not very nice that little like girls were laughing at him. You know, well, that wasn't very nice. Come on. Which one of you was it? Were you laughing at him? All right, so right here, remember guys, we don't have a lot of areas to go. So right here, if one of these people pulled out like is going to happen later, we can't swerve left, we'll hit the white car. We can't swerve right, we're going to hit the Prius, which happens all the time. You know, Priuses are always causing problems. So we can only go, you know, forward or backwards. We can't swerve left or right. So that removes some of our red stage maneuvers of swerving. So we really have to be good at braking and then also be good at situational awareness to see where a possible pattern's coming up. So if we have an open area on one side, obviously somebody's gonna want to come out that way. Thanks for answering my questions. Love the vids. Thank you with the 2. Appreciate it. So right here, this is what I'm talking about. Big open area. Big open area. You're going to have somebody that doesn't want to be in the lane over here where there's a lot of traffic. They're going to want to come over here. So that is one of the patterns you look for when you're lane filtering. If you see this big open area, assume that somebody will come out because you have a terrible line of sight because of all these other vehicles are blocking that. So if you see this, remember, you can only brake or swerve now onto the shoulder. Those are the 2 options you have. So when you get into an area like this where there's this open lane, go into orange stage. Definitely. You should already be in orange stage, but go into it right now because you need to get ready for something that could happen. Hopefully nothing happens, but take a look at this. Why were we already falling down? Take a look. Didn't even hit the vehicle yet. Keep going. Look at the bike. It's already falling down. What happened there is that we didn't do good progressive brake pressure. Okay, remember we also have the secondary out. We could have swerved off into the shoulder. You don't always have to brake, but what you can do is brake enough to slow down to buy you time so you can swerve. Okay, be very careful with these things. Thankfully, he's got full gear. Yep. Thankfully, he's got full gear. That's the whole I had to layer down thing. Stop making fun of me. All right, so we're gonna be going fast. Big hazard out here is that corner. If we're going too fast, oh, hit something in the road. So road surface hazards. My biggest concern would have been animals in this area and maybe a traffic coming the other way. Let's go back a little bit on this one. So when you're riding in the mountains like this, you know, typically if it's an area where there's a lot of snow, a lot of rain, you're gonna have some damage to the road. So you always have to watch out for road surface hazards, any divots, any potholes, you know, anything like that. Another thing that I'm worried about, since there's no centerline stripe, is that other vehicles coming down towards me head on, especially around a corner. So I'm not hauling ass right here, and I think he slowed down even before this crest of a hill, which was very good. So this is a blind turn. Be very careful with that. So he's going, and there's that divot. Okay, so you're not always looking out at the exit. You're going like this. You're looking at the exit, coming back. Looking at the exit, coming back. Looking at the exit, coming back. And what you're doing is you're looking at where you need to go, but then you're looking at road surface hazards. Where you need to go, road surface hazards. You just constantly keep doing that around the corners. It just sucks that he had to crash, though. But that's the point of an after-action review, is that we're going to learn from it. All right, so same thing. You know, you watch out for road surface hazards. Okay. Good view, good vision. Maintain your line. Oh, his buddy crashed. What are you going to do? Are you going to rescue another rider?
Oh, damn.
Okay, so she crashed. So do you have a trauma kit? Do you have medical training? Do you have a trauma kit, guys? Do you know what to do just in case she has an open wound and she's bleeding out? You know, you could easily have a ripped patella. You could definitely have an injury to your femoral artery, your brachial artery, or anything like that. What can you do? She doesn't have full gear, so I'll be checking the body, the extremities. I don't care about the bike. I don't care about the bike. Double check she's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so right there. So I'm not too concerned about, you know, why she crashed. Right now I'm concerned about what happened, okay? So let's go back a little bit more. Let's talk about that. So right here, we're going through the mountains. Now that's like a low side. So what do you think typically happens with beginners and corners? Going a little too fast for their skill and then went a little wide and then like, oh crap, maybe panic braked, low sided, or leaned it further and further and further, lost traction and low sided. So typically that's what happens. And then you have that feeling. So that's the oh shit feeling, the OF feeling. Everybody gets that. And here's the thing, say it to yourself, go ahead and do it, but don't get stuck in it. Okay. So we're going into now assessment mode. We need to figure out what's happening with our rider, with our friend, right? So that right there, that is a good response. Getting pissed, because that means she's all there, or at least mostly there. So that means the head wasn't, you know, damaged. There's not a real big brain injury going on. Conscious and aware. So this is good. This is good. You know, it sucks that we crashed, but it's good to see that. So low side. Oh, hit the barrier. So too wide. Too wide. Yeah, so there's the impact right there. There's the impact. Too wide. So what do you think? Too fast for that person's ability? Okay, guys, remember, we got to zone in. Yellow stage. Go with what you can do. Don't haul ass if you can't handle it, okay? And don't pressure your friends to do it either. Yeah, the barrier looks soft. It looks like a construction barrier. So that right there is a good sign. Okay, so as soon as I parked and as soon as I see her walking, look, you can actually kind of see it looks like a little tear on the knee right there. So the fact that she's walking is a good sign. So what I would do is I'd park my bike out of the way of hazards and I'd pull out my kit. You know, I'd get myself some gloves, some PPE. Let's go ahead and get this open right here. Get some gloves, some PPE, put them on. So, you know, that way I don't contaminate any of her, you know, wound or anything like that. I'm not too concerned about, you know, bloodborne pathogens for myself, especially if I know her. Make sure I don't get things infected. You know, if she's definitely bleeding out, you know, you got a tourniquet, you got some 4x4s to apply some pressure and hold it down. And then you got some roll cling to keep it there so you can have your hands moving. Okay. So it's really important to have a kit just in case, even if it's just a Band-Aid like that. Put a 4x4 on, wrap it up, see how the bike is, take her home. You know what I mean? Okay, there's no limping. There's no limping, so that's good. That's a good sign there's no structural injuries to the legs unless the adrenaline is hiding it. That's why you kind of stay on scene for about 5-10 minutes at least. And then in this situation, I wouldn't let her ride. I'd get a tow truck. You're going to ride with the tow truck driver. You're going to go home. I'll follow you.
You okay?
And on this one, that's a simple assessment. Doesn't look like there's much of an issue. Make sure you guys get yourself a trauma kit, though.
Yeah.
Cool Breeze Rider, I like this guy. You guys should go subscribe to him. All right, so we're moving on this one. Look at the road surface. Oh, water.
At this moment, Jackson knew. He f***ed up.
Panic brake. What do you think, panic? Oh, there's ice. That's ice. Never mind. Probably didn't panic. He just straight up lost traction. Ah, look at those ankles. That looks painful. All right, let's go back just a little bit. We're going to just discuss the traction loss issue here. So remember what I said about having, you know, ice and snow and rain can really mess up the roadway surface. This is something you got to watch out in the summertime, but in the wintertime, you should see this discoloration going on right here. As soon as you hit that, oh man, what are you going to do? So there's not much you can do right now, but if we go back, let's go ahead and go back just a little bit here. So we're coming up to the area. This is where your situational awareness needs to scan, you know, at least 8 seconds ahead. I think in the UK, guys, am I right? In Europe and UK, it's a 12-second lead you have to do. Let me know, class. You know, I know we're doing this virtually, the best online motorcycle class in the world. I get it. But here's the thing. Let me know. I always recommend 12. Okay, you got to see far ahead, super far ahead, because you see the discoloration in the road. It's like, And it's cold out. I know there's water here. So what we got to do is make sure that, that's not ice. Typically it is. So what we do here is slow it down before we get to the area. Okay? So slow it down. That's where the situation awareness comes in. Because you could be having the best fundamental skills in the world. It's not going to matter when you lose all traction. You can't ride a bike if there's no traction. So we're going to get up to here. You should have already been slowing down. Okay? Already been slowing down, and go over this as straight as possible. Like, I'm serious. Like, you're creeping along. Because this isn't a turn. This isn't a turn right here. 8 to 12 seconds in the UK. Yeah. So right here, I don't think he applied. I mean, he was applying a little brake. I don't think it was a panic brake. I think it was just so much of a traction removal from the ice and the turning. Just a little bit, probably 20% brake pressure caused him to dump it. Typically, you see with a panic brake, it's like that, and it's like 100% brake pressure, and then you dump it. With ice, already removed traction. Let's say you had 50% max traction no matter what on ice, and our turning takes 40%, and we only gave 20%. I know there's numbers here. I wasn't good at math. Stop making fun of me. Stop it. We need to pay attention here. And right here, the ice is going to mess you up. So go over as smooth as possible, straight as possible, slow as possible, especially if there's nobody behind you. There's no rush. And then once you get on the other side, which you can kind of see, just go ahead and accelerate after that. Slowly, though, because you might still have some ice or maybe some snow on your tires. Let it kick off a little bit.
It was at this moment
Yeah, I know.
Jackson knew. He f***ed up.
Yeah. This is also why you wear gear, guys. Come on, look at this. What's this? What does it say on the bottom? What does it say on the bottom? Smart rider. Okay? The A, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. Seek out and recognize hazardous situations. S, maintain fundamental skills. Acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. Rescue another rider with trauma training. And then teach and mentor other riders. Here, guys, make sure you get your gear. His knee hit. And that could easily break I was gonna say patella, but that's basically your kneecap, okay? Your kneecap, you can break your femur, you can get shot up into your hip. You can have multiple issues, tear your ACL, LCL, PCL, tons of different issues. But if you had if you had motorcycle specific gear, that's where your knee pad is. And it would have absorbed as much as it, well, obviously can, but hopefully it's enough to where you don't break anything. And the ankles, see how he grabbed his knee right off? That's called guarding. He grabs his knee as soon as he stands up. Body's natural response is, I feel pain there, I don't know it yet. Whew. Real quick, guys. Real quick, guys. If you like what you're watching, make sure you sign in. Click that like button. If you really like what you're watching, subscribe. And if you want to be a crew member, click that join button. Or you can donate like Reggie Nozzles. I think I said that right. Love your videos, amazing content. Hey, from Jordan. Hey, man, how you doing? My dad taught me how to ride on a Victory Judge. Great bike. Too bad Victory kind of went out, right? And a Ducati Diavel. Is it Diavel or Diavel? A little bit odd for a beginner back then. Hopefully, I'll get my first bike soon. Do you have any recommendations? Hey, if you have a little bit of experience, I think you should be good on whatever bike you want to do. Just remember to be safe. And in order to be safe, you're going to have to modulate your own, primary control inputs. That throttle, clutch. Don't go crazy. Smooth. You can pretty much ride any bike, but I would start off on a lower CC or something that you can afford. Diavel. There you go. All right. Tore your lateral meniscus in a wreck. Oh, and if you tear your meniscus, you're going to have knee pain the rest of your life. All right, so we're going to be going with a group ride. We're a little close, sun in the eyes. Don't pass people like that. It's kind of mean. It's not good etiquette. ABS was kicking in. That's a high side. Could have been a lot worse. That's a high side. So that's the impact on the hands. Very dangerous. Low side, you kind of get abrasion and slight impact on the hip. This one, you can break your upper body, hit your face. Oof. Ito Rider Motovlogs. I didn't know who this. Yeah. You guys know what channel this is? No! I couldn't tell until now. No! Oh, he got a little angry. So that Nikki has more date night meal choices. 20 from Peter K. Solo J. Say it ain't so. I've actually done really well post injury because I went hard on my rehab. Good. Don't skimp out on rehab, guys. You might think it's stupid. Don't skimp out on rehab. That's the only thing that's going to get you back as quick as possible. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. I appreciate it. I really do. All right, so this is what I was trying to get at here, guys. Don't pass people in the corners, especially if, there is no especially. If you know them or not, don't pass them up. It's kind of mean. It kind of resets what they're having to do with their line of sight. Just don't do it. So we're going to get up to here, and this is the one issue, though, you have for you as the rider. If you pass somebody up like this or you haul ass around a corner, you're not really prepped and ready for the next corner, okay? So the easiest way to really demonstrate that is when you do a straight line weave in a parking lot. Go ahead and take that first cone a little bit fast. You might be able to go around that first cone. What about the second cone? What about the third cone? What about the fourth cone? What about the fifth cone? Probably not. So you have to set yourself up for success on the first turn, the first cone. So when we go right here, we're not set up for the first, or we're not set up for the second cone. We made the first one, right? We went around the corner the first time. We're good. Are we set up here? Are we outside, inside, outside? If you want to do the fast thing, no. Are we middle, middle, middle? No. We're like inside. We're going to go outside and then go inside. We're doing the opposite. It's not good. Hear that? That's his ABS. That's his ABS kicking in. He is slamming that front brake. He is slamming that rear brake. If it wasn't for ABS right here, he would have literally dumped the bike. That's a panic. That's all ABS kicking in. ABS, rider aids, traction control, all that stuff. It doesn't stop people from doing dumb things. And it can't solve all your problems. So right here, don't haul ass around a corner. Please don't, okay? And don't slam the brakes. Set yourself up for success. Don't let ego take over, okay? Exactly, 82. Ego, ego, ego. Don't let it happen. Boring biker with the 5. Whew! Thank you so much. So this right here, not paying attention, not committing to the turn, not doing what you're supposed to be doing, slow press and roll, and none of that stuff. So this right here is the moment we high side. So this is where it's very dangerous. You're going to have yourself go like this, hands first. You're going to break your hands possibly, your radius ulna, your elbow, your humerus. You got your AC joint, SC joint, your clavicle. You have a bunch of issues, and then all of a sudden you can't hold yourself up because all the forces, boom, hit yourself in the face. Hopefully we got a full face helmet because that's your jaw. If you have a beard like mine, you probably don't need a full face. I'm just kidding. Always wear a full face, but there's a lot of protection right here. A lot of protection. A lot of protection. Just don't do this, guys. Come on. Don't let ego take over. Do what you're supposed to do. High sides are dangerous. Don't be dum-dums. Solo J, honestly, I think new riders should be forced to ride without ABS so they don't rely on it and fail to improve their skills. So Solo J, I like to, let's go ahead and take a quick little, great. That's the whole point of this class. We're having an after action review. Go ahead and spout things off, guys. Go ahead. No dumb answers, no dumb questions, whatever it is. No dumb statements. This is what I really like. I agree to an extent. So let me go ahead and read it again. Honestly, I think new riders should be forced to ride without ABS so they don't rely on it and fail to improve their skill. So I like to practice like I play. So if I'm out practicing my slow speed maneuvers, I have full gear and I have a backpack on because I typically ride with a backpack. I also have traction control. I also have ABS, all that stuff on. Now, the thing is, I'm going to practice, let's say my braking. So I have everything on, practice my braking, and I'm going to do progressive brake pressure. If I feel ABS kick in, I personally feel like I failed. So I'm going to practice my braking so that I don't have ABS kick in at all. But if I do, it means I need to do it again and again and again to where I get that good progressive brake pressure, no ABS kicking in. So I'm going to practice like I play. So if in an emergency, it does kick in, I know what it is. It doesn't freak me out. It doesn't scare me. But the thing is, in an emergency, if it did kick in, that means a rider aid saved my life possibly. So I want to have that net. Let's think of a trapeze artist. You could all the skill in the world. You don't need a safety net, right? Well, what happens if all of a sudden your hands got a little sweaty and you slipped? It's good to have the safety net. So new riders, don't rely on ABS. Don't feel like every time you stop, ABS kicks in. That means you're failing your own skill set. Because if you ride a bike or if ABS fails, you're done. You're done. ABS causes riders to ride outside their skill level. Exactly. So that's, yeah. So I must have answered that right after you sent that. Thank you so much for the 5. You don't have to keep sending 5 every time. You can just say something, but I appreciate it. It allows me to see what your comment is. Yeah, ABS is like a second chance. It's a safety net. Don't rely on it. Same thing with gear. Gear is a safety net. All right, so lots of traffic, lots of, oh, he kind of like kept her in that position. Ay. Kind of mean, a little mean. Not wearing gear, but, you know, probably can't afford the gear or can't wear it, you know. Oh, so I would check with head possibly hit, arm definitely hit. Oh, here we go. Here we go, everybody. What do you think is going to happen? Corner, low side. Oh, his arm. Road rash. There it is. That is, looks like level 2 road rash. There's his knee, right knee. Wear gear. It would have prevented that. He's going to be dealing with that in the shower for a while. That's going to be very painful. All right, so everybody, so what we're doing is we're going up to a corner. It's pretty simple and easy to understand here is that we low-sided, push the bike down a little too far, not enough traction on the tires. So that's what's going to happen there. But one thing I want you guys to see, we have a hoodie on. Okay, hoodie and regular jeans. It's not going to offer the protection you need. So there's that impact with the arm, okay? So we're going to put our arms down to protect our core. That's a natural human body response. We're going to put our arms down. But if we don't have any protection here, that's going to get the brunt of it. So that's why we have motorcycle gear, motorcycle jackets. The elbow has elbow protection right here. So he's going to be rolling. So this obviously stayed on. So pick up the bike, adrenaline's kicking in. That right there is level 2, that white, that's your dermis. Okay, so you have that, yeah, it's your dermis. The epidermis is on top. So what you have is your normal skin color, and then that is partially fatty tissue. You remove that top layer off your skin. So all your nerve endings right there in that white area is exposed. Very painful. Nerve endings are exposed. Okay. So that's going to be very painful. The rest of the area is going to be kind of painful. And then you also have the impact. So hopefully there's no soft tissue damage right there. And it doesn't look like he hit his elbow, so you're not having bone on ground hitting. It's going to be that soft tissue. Either way, it's not a fun situation. So we're going to get a little bit further. Quick check. There's the knee. Let's go back just a little bit more so we don't have to have his hand there. There's the tear in the pant. Guess what? That's where your gear is. Okay? We have motorcycle gear, beginner gear list in the description. ddfmcrew.com/beginner gear. Okay? Go ahead and go there. Revzilla has a great resource and you can get yourself some gear, okay? But simple crash. Now you got second-degree road rash, and you have a tear in the pants. We don't know what kind of injury that is. We don't know it's soft tissue. We don't know if it's, you know, full thickness or anything like that. Either way, I wouldn't want to have that for a simple low side. I want to have full gear. That's why I practice like I play, and I play with full gear. And he's like, I'm going to go home now. Bye. Anderson Craftsman, more of a tip than a question. Hey, here we go. This is what I love. Okay, teaching and mentoring, Anderson, right? Drum brakes and stops and turns for new riders can be dangerous if you don't practice. Your tail can slip out behind you and you will low side. Yep. So practice, guys. Practice. Whether you have drum brakes, or are you talking like drum brakes where it's like the front and rear connected? Or are you just talking about regular drum brakes? Okay, so drum brakes are a little bit older, but some models of bikes have them still. Some models of bikes still have them. So be very careful with that. Thank you, Anderson. Thanks for the tidbit. It's the great thing about having a class. I see 280-something people in class, but only 144 likes. Okay? You got to sign in for today's class to get credit. Okay? Crew members, if you're a crew member, you better have that signed in. Okay? Scarlett's not going to walk around and find you. You know? She's just going to say, you didn't get credit for today's class. Here we go. So we're racing with our friends. We already got a cracked mirror. We're hauling ass around this car. We're going to low side because we pushed it a little too far, past our limits, hit the curb. High impact to the right side. Hopefully he can stand up. Please stand up. I don't want to see people hurt. That's got to be painful. He's got full track leathers, so high abrasion resistance, not a lot of thermal transfer from the friction. So what I was trying to get at with that is that we don't have a lot of thermal transfer. So when you ride across a carpet, right, you get a carpet burn. That's thermal transfer through friction. You ride across the ground on asphalt, guess what? It's like the worst carpet burn ever. You're going to get that burning sensation, the thermal burn, and you're going to get flesh ripped off. So the great thing about leathers is that it's very high abrasion resistant, so you're not going to get that flesh ripped off. And then leather doesn't transfer a lot of thermal energy, so it's not you're not going to feel the heat as much as you would for a textile jacket or pants. Either way, hitting a curb like this at high speeds, it's not going to solve the point of high impact and possibly breaking bones. Okay, let's go back just a little bit. Thought that was an interesting thing to talk about real quick. Here we go. Here we go. So we're going to be going fast around this. And why do you think we're hauling ass? Come on, class. Why do you think we're hauling ass? Ego? Stressed out bean? How you doing? Welcome to the crew, baby. What do you think? What do you think? Ego? Trying to catch up with friends? Not a very smart thing to do. So let's say we low-sided right here. You see that car right next to the mirror? Imagine low-siding and crashing into the back of that car. Not worth it. Catch up to him on the straightaway, all right? Or talk on your Cardo Pack Talk Bold, sponsored, sponsored ad, #ad. Go ahead and grab a Cardo Pack Talk. It's linked in the description. You get a discount automatically applied. It's what we use. It's what we use. All right, so he's going to low side right here because he pushed it to his limits. Completely pushed it to his limits. Why do you think this person's applying the brakes? He caught up. This person caught up. Maybe they were pushing to the limits, but they were able to slow down in time, and we just tried to catch up, and we couldn't do it. Okay, so that's going to be a very dangerous thing for us. Very, very, very dangerous for us. In the low side, this is the moment we start ripping flesh off. This is the moment we start getting thermal burns. So you get first, second, third degree burns, possibly fourth degree where it starts removing bone. There's that impact right in the ribs. Oof, right there, right there. Oh, so he's going to go over and hit right here. Easily crack ribs, break ribs, puncture a lung. Now you have tension pneumothorax, hemothorax. You're going to have a bunch of crazy things that are going to happen to you that you don't know until all of a sudden you can't breathe. So here's the thing. If you're in this situation and you just crashed and you don't know how, you don't know why, all these things, just lay there and do a mental assessment. Be like, okay, what hurts? What hurts? What hurts? Okay, I'm going to start moving. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's move my arms. Let's try to stand up. Okay, well, when I stand up, it hurts my right leg. Oh, it's starting to get harder to take in a deep breath. Uh-oh. When you start doing that, you need to call 911. Okay, you can actually ask Cardo. If you check your manual, you can actually have them call 911 for you. So that's why I really like it to have on my helmet, because then I don't have to do anything with my hands if I could just yell it out. Okay, so for those of you that are at home right now, Alexa, play my Spotify.
Cara.
You thought I was going to say something important, huh?
Merda.
Guys, go subscribe to 99 Lives. Good stuff. All right. High traffic. Great bike. He must be BMW in this area, huh? Whoa, what do you think happened there? What do you think happened there? Write it in the comments. What do you think happened? It involves your right hand. It involves your right hand.
Não, levantar não.
So he's going to rescue another rider. That's very good, But you can't do much, If you're standing over him, you can't do much if you don't have yourself a trauma kit, right? So people are saying Nikes. Dang, old school, Heavy Harris. Lost traction, throttle control, road is wet, too much throttle. So if it's too much braking condition, like too much brake, why do we have so much brake? Why do we have to give it so much so quickly? Look at our space cushion. Terrible space cushion. So all of a sudden you have to react fast and you have to stop fast. I don't like to play that game. I like to have a good space cushion so that I can react fast, but then squeeze progressively, okay? Take a look. He's looking left, looking left. Look at this person catch up to him. Start getting a little closer. See all the brake lights? Everyone's applying the brakes. So yeah, great. Water or gravel, water and a panic braking, Shane. Good job. So you have multiple factors. If there was no water here, do you think the panic brake would have caused him to dump the bike? Probably not. You know, maybe not. If there was water, but then no panic braking, do you think you would have been able to handle this? Yeah, probably. If you had a great space cushion and not panic braked and there's no water, easy day. But when you start adding all these different factors, you have water in the road, you have no space cushion, you have ego, you're not paying attention, you're not situationally aware, you're white staged, out of your mind, zoned out, and you panic brake. 4 factors. Okay, a crash involves multiple factors. Okay, you sitting on the bike is not going to cause you to crash. You sitting on the bike and putting your feet up without a kickstand, not moving, yeah, you're going to fall over. That's the other factor. Now, in this situation, being a smart rider, wearing Yeezys, were those what were those shoes? Let's go back a little bit. Okay, those are Nikes. You're right, Heavy Harris. Those were Nikes. Get yourself gear. Make sure you can rescue another rider. Be situationally aware. Don't panic brake. Okay.
Não, levantar não.
Let's get 200 likes, everybody. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. All right. So we're in a car now. Oh, what do you think caused that? What do you think caused that? Remember, intersections are very dangerous for motorcyclists, for left turners to go in front of them. So this is the typical left turner accident. No buenos. What do you think caused him to crash? In this situation, we typically have the blame is typically all on the car driver, okay? But let's take a look at this. The car driver might have, panicked the rider, right? We don't know the whole situation. We don't know if we have a left turn arrow for the car, We don't know that. Why did the car driver not see the motorcycle rider? We can go through down the list of things, the whole list of things. Now, let's go ahead and debunk some of these things. The car driver, okay? Squeak, 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 squeak. The car driver is not paying attention. Okay. They should have seen me. Okay. Inattentional blindness, possibly. Couldn't see the rider because the brain of that car driver is only looking for other cars. So they saw the cars behind the motorcycle driver and they're like, okay, I have plenty of time to go. Then they didn't see this guy. Now, this guy, why didn't he avoid it? Why didn't he see this could have been a possibility? Why wasn't he in orange stage? Perceived threats in intersections, automatic orange stage. Why did he not see that? I don't know. Can't tell. Don't know the whole situation. Don't know if it was green for him. We don't know. But the thing is, we need to know how to brake. Did that car hit us? Class, did the car hit us at all? No, we hit that car. Now, the car was in our path of travel. So we have this really stupid, shitty situation. But the whole thing here is we're talking to each other. We're talking to motorcyclists, you and I. And we need to practice our braking. We need to practice our swerving. We could have went around this vehicle if we had good swerving technique, good braking technique, or good situational awareness to where we weren't hauling ass through an intersection with the possibility of a left turner. So what I would do in this situation before we ever got to the intersection is when you get closer and closer to an intersection, you see the lights up ahead, go into orange stage, roll off that throttle, coast through the intersection. Let's say you're going 45 and you start coasting, 100 feet before the intersection because you're prepped and ready with your hands over the clutch and brake and you're finding your escape paths. You position yourself for safety so you have the best line of sight. And you see nobody coming out. Guess what? You just coasted the intersection. You go down to 40 within the intersection, roll on the throttle a little bit on the way out, and now you're safe. But you're at least prepped and ready for something like this. I don't want you guys to panic. Panicking is what causes this. And then we start to blame the drivers. The driver is at fault for sticking his butt out or his nose out, but it's also our fault because we crashed before we even got close. You need to practice your swerving, practice your braking, practice your situational awareness. This is that whole I had to layer down. Is that this video? I had to layer down. I'd rather avoid the whole incident than have to deal with this. Terrible. And if you're this guy, check up on him. Don't just drive off. Uh-oh, we're gonna wheelie? Nope. Are we just panic braking today? Santa Cruz. All right, so what happened there? Hands weren't on the brakes. What do you think happened there, everybody? Let's take a look. Hit a bump. Maybe, I think we actually grabbed the brake. Okay, hands on the brake on the bottom right of the screen. Hit a bump. Okay, so we hit a bump and lost traction. Doesn't look like we squeezed. We might have squeezed with that middle finger. Can't tell too much in this situation, but I know we hit a bump. Okay, so when you go over a bump, what should you guys do? Class, what should you do? Okay, you learn this in your beginner class. What should you do when you go over a bump? Okay, blip that throttle a little bit to raise that front end just a little bit, get a little bit of weight off that front tire. It's still going to be touching the ground, but then raise your butt also because that back end's going to do this. And you don't want it to hit your butt and you fly up a little bit and lose control, okay? I blame the driver for a long time after my wreck, injuring my lateral meniscus. I didn't become a better rider until I accepted that I could have avoided it and it was my fault. Solo J, that's the mentality I need you to have. You're going to keep yourself safe or as safe as possible. Yeah, use your legs as shocks, Richard. Thank you, Solo J. Appreciate it. Wear full gear just in case, too. Bad day. Woo! Is this him? That's, yeah, it is him. Should you be wearing a helmet, everybody? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think a helmet would have helped out in this situation? Yeah, it did. It did help out. It freaking probably saved his face. That's your nose ripped off if you weren't wearing a helmet. That right there paid for itself, right? Now, it looks like it's just the visor scratched up. Thing is, you replace the whole thing. After a crash like this, you replace it. Don't just get a new visor. That saved his face. Now, think about it. Airway could have ripped his face and you probably couldn't breathe. So, woo-wee. When I started riding, my father said, always ride so you can fix the mistakes others make. Hey, yeah. There it is, man. Always learn from other people. Always learn from other people. All right, so we're riding right here with a group. You know, see how we're going in and out, in and out, in and out? And we followed along. You see that? We followed along. Oh, another view. Ooh, lots of panicking going on. Keep it up, please, please, please. That's what she said. Ooh-wee.
Que velho. Pegar o celular aqui pra ligar.
How are you going to help him out? How are you going to help him out?
Tá doendo aonde? Onde tá doendo?
Everybody, it's very important. It's very important to have yourself a trauma kit. Very important. And then also have the trauma training. Okay? Very, very, very important. Because you're out in the middle of nowhere in this situation. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, so here's the thing I noticed. Okay, this person I believe is going to crash. Look how he's all crossed up. Okay, so he's having the bike down. He's doing this. He doesn't want to lean with it. Okay, so you can already tell this is kind of like a beginner right here. And he's going pretty fast for his own skill level. Not so fast for this guy's skill level, but watch this guy do it too. So he's going to go in, slow down, has to go. He's not keeping a good line. None of these people are keeping a good line. Look at, so he went in and he went out. This guy right here. This guy is just going to, oh, there we go. This guy right here is just going too fast for his own abilities. Okay, so if you're riding with a group and there's a new rider, you guys need to have a pre-ride meeting. You need to say, hey, ride within your own abilities. You know, get on your Cardo Pack Talk bolts. You know, do what you need to do, and then say, hey, I'm trailing behind. You guys are going a little too fast, or hey, I'm going to slow it down. This is a little bit too hard for me. And then you guys should all be, you know, saying, okay, cool. We don't want to push you past your limits. So this guy went off road. You know, a little too wide. You know, that's typically where you end up. And then us as the camera, we went a little too wide too. And you'll see it when the next camera guy shows. We put our foot down. Don't put your foot down, guys. Yeah, probably panicked seeing the car and took a little lean. Yep. So watch this. Take a look at that. A little panic too. So if you, this right here is a good space cushion, by the way. This is what you want to have because you see how this person reacted a little bit better than this person. Because this person has more time to react. This person panicked because there's, oh crap, I got to do something now. If you're back here, you can do something within this amount of time. So increase that space cushion when you're riding in the twisties, guys. Don't be so close. You don't have to ride staggered when you're out in the mountains like this. So he went off road too. We almost went off road. Thankfully, we didn't. Because imagine this: if one of you only had the trauma training, let's say this person right here had the trauma training, and there's 3 people injured, you're gonna have to start teaching people on the spot. That's why if you have a crew, make sure everyone has the bystander assistance training. We have links in the description so you can take an online course. Use code DDFM for $5 off. I don't get anything back from it. It's just a discount for the crew. So go in the description, accidentscene.org, get yourself some bystander assistance training. Serious. You might actually save one of your friends' lives if you go on a crash like this.
Velho. Que velho.
Oof.
Vou pegar o celular aqui pra
I
ligar.
wonder why it's blurred out. You know what? While we're here, Samuel. All right, cool.
De Juquinha. Pô. Vou ligar, velho.
Doesn't look like he's moving. That's not a good situation. Look where you're at. Look where you're at, everybody. Do you have cell phone coverage out here? You know what I mean? Cell phone coverage? No, probably not. Do you know what to do? One's if he's bleeding out. Do you have a tourniquet? Do you have bleeding control supplies? One's if he's not breathing. Can you breathe for him? Do you have the training for that? Do you have CPR? Are you CPR trained? Do you know what to do in a case like this? Guys really, 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 really need to take it seriously. I wonder if there's more. Nope. Okay. Be very careful with that.
Tá doendo aonde? Onde tá doendo? Fica quietinho, por favor.
All right. Oh, a little too fast in the corner themselves. Same thing. Guys, we're seeing cornering and we're seeing intersections as the areas where everyone's crashing. So if you see cornering and you see intersections as areas that are people crashing, that's orange stage. You specifically identified a threat. Okay, you got to do something. Got to be prepped and ready. Okay, let's not do some let's not go too fast. Way too fast.
Allahu Akbar.
And now you have damage to your bike, damage to you.
Mampus, Sam. Aduh. Kenapa, Ji?
All right, we're at a track, so this is where you push your limits. See the runoff? No oncoming traffic, and look at the runoff. In grass. If you want to test your limits, do it on a track. Sorry, I just snorted.
Oh iya ya. Patah lagi nih.
All right, same thing out on a track. This is where you do it. Now, remember, track days doesn't mean race days, so don't be a jerk when you're out on the track, unless you're on a race day. His head fell off.
Damn.
Oh, maybe not. Oof. Oof. No buenos. Alright, so, looks like it's a track also. Okay. Yep, it's a track. Can't tell exactly what happened. Oh, is this the same person? It's the same person. Oh.
The GoPro's still recording. Hey.
Hi. There's 99 Lives. 99 Lives did a good job with that. Thank you for the compilation. Guys, you need to check out 99 Lives. Here's the video for 99 Lives. It is already in the description. So if you want to check it out, please do so. He has some good stuff. Like I said, I have a date night tonight. So I'm going to be kind of moving along here. We've been streaming for about 1 hour, but here's the thing. Let's go ahead and go into my office and do a quick little Q&A session. And yeah, answer some of your questions. All right, guys, go ahead and take a seat. Scarlet and Nightbot, you can have those chairs over there. Everyone else, crisscross applesauce up front. Let's go ahead and have a nice little chitty chat for a little bit, just a little bit. And yeah. So real quick though, I want to say thank you to freaking Solo J for all the donations, but Anderson for the donation, Jackie for becoming a new member. Methodress, hopefully I said that right. Peter K, Solo J, Boring Biker, Anderson Craftsman, Stressed Out Bean for a new member, and Jerion. Thank you so much. You guys pretty much just paid for my date. Awesome. Thank you guys. I don't know where we're going. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. She doesn't even know where we're going. Just kidding. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Small impact can cause stress fractures that result in faulty equipment. Exactly. If you just kind of drop your helmet from like standing, it won't necessarily void any of the safety, but you definitely want to check the inner polystyrene. Okay, so the outer shell can have gouges, not gouges, sorry. It can have scratches and it's still fine. If it has a big gouge, that's a bad thing. But the thing that really protects you is that foam on the inside, that hard shell foam. Okay, that's what's going to protect you. So if you see cracks in that, you need to replace that. Also on the inside of your helmet, it's going to have a born on date. If you've put about 45,000 miles on that, or it's been about 5 years, you need to replace that. Now, I do have a video on when to replace a helmet on the Motorcycle Training Concepts channel, so you might want to check that out. And it just goes over that basic information. You should be good. Don't tell my date that I'm married. It's kind of a problem when my date is my wife. How much more protection will a neck brace afford me? And will it prevent another whiplash injury I have had already? So, Michael, that's one of those things that I'm really surprised neck braces aren't very popular for street riders. It's extremely popular for off-road, MX, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just really surprised it's not. I have a feeling it's because you can't do head checks very well, but I think you still can. I know a lot of dual sport riders have them. I just don't know why it's not that popular. I think it would be. I think it's very important to have something like that. The Helite airbag vests, when they inflate, they inflate up here too to keep your head kind of locked in, and that's pretty safe. I don't think it would take anything away. I'd have to do more research on neck braces. What about impact protection inside of a hoodie? So Adam Dahlberg, are you talking about the motorcycle hoodies? So the motorcycle hoodies that I typically see have impact protection in the shoulder and elbows. I don't think they have any in the back. I could be wrong. Some brands might have it in the back. And it's Kevlar lined. So you're going to have a lot of the same safety as a motorcycle jacket. My big issue with a hoodie is that it's very loose. So your elbow armor can float around, you know what I mean? And the shoulder armor can kind of float around. With a jacket, you have a strap here and it's kind of locked in place. With a hoodie, it's meant to be loose, and you don't want to have your armor moving around while you're in the middle of a roll and a tumble. So I think they're okay. I'd have to look at them a little bit more. I definitely would. But if I had the choice between a motorcycle hoodie and a motorcycle jacket, I'd pick a jacket first. You have the Quinn Ghost helmet with SOS and crash detection. Roy, I heard those were good. We actually looked at them last class, and I think they're pretty cool. Shock no stores near me sell them off the shelf. Yeah, I know. It's weird, huh? Let's see. Guys, this is the time to ask any questions. We did talk about motorcycle helmets that you can get last class. If you guys like that, let me know. Real quick, while I have you guys here, we have 240 people in here. While I have you guys here, I want to get some direct feedback from you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the classroom real quick. You don't have to move. I'll pull down a little sheet so you guys can see. Just some direct feedback. So what I'm doing, or I'm gonna test out right now, is this shorter form. So you guys just saw me talking for about an hour. Okay, you guys saw me talking about an hour. Now, you know what it is I do during these live streams. So this... Hi, how you doing? So you guys saw me talk during these live streams. I want to get some direct feedback from this video. Just real quick, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but what I did was I shortened the actual learning portion. Let me know. So we're gonna be riding forward, not using a rock form out, but we got a merger. Good position to get yourself out of that situation and then get back into your lane. No reason to rev bomb. You see how I just skipped the whole lesson? Good job with the braking.
No me veo qué. No me veo qué.
He acknowledges.
Me has pasado un pegado en el cruce, tío. ¿No me estás viendo qué? Me voy en moto. Ten cuidado, cojones.
All right, so we're moving, going 80 something. So right there, you guys see what I'm talking about? You guys see what I'm talking about? Wait, you guys are all in the office. One second, I gotta get back in the office. You see what I'm talking about though? How it's just like boom, 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 boom. It's like highlights, and then there's a section like I'll pick like one video where I just let it play the whole time, but for the most part, it's just boom, boom, boom. Let me know if that's something you guys like. Because I do talk about, side of the vehicle all the time. I talk about, the color codes, and I know a lot of you guys are getting smarter and smarter, so I shouldn't have to say it all the time. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we have new riders. So if you're new to here and you don't know this, we have a third channel called DDFM Clips and Highlights. So uh, every single video that I decided to cut out all the educational portion of it, like not all of it, but most of it, we put it up there. So that is the other channel. So that has like 30 videos just went up today. So if you like it, let me know. That's the DFM Clips and Highlights channel. You can watch the whole thing there, 3-4 minute videos at a time. So let me know. I don't want to bore a lot of people. I want you guys to get as much as you possibly can. And then I've been seeing that a lot of you guys want me to do some medical AARs. So with these little clips, during the week, I'll find one that is a lot of medical stuff, and I'll just do a big, long 20-minute medical AAR. Let me know. Let me know. I just want to know if you liked the quick little cuts. Quick little cuts. Before I forget, I got to say, welcome Michael Hammond, a little rookie member. You got to clean the bathrooms, though, and take out the trash if you're a rookie. Sorry, but thank you for becoming a member. It's good. You like the full depth breakdown, though? Okay. Yeah, and I still have those. I will still definitely have those on the main channel, but only like on like the really big crash. I don't want to bore you with like a close call that everyone kind of understands not to do and take like 3 minutes explaining it when I could spend 5 minutes on a crash and only like 20 seconds on that little close call. But that 3 minute close call that I cut down to 20 seconds is going to be on the DDFM Clips and Highlights channel too. So, I mean, you can still get the full thing. Corner and braking center would. Oh, okay, Chelsea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. As a new rider, you like the longer form. Okay. Yeah, I started getting some feedback radiation that the ones that have been here a while, it's getting a little tedious. So I don't want to go crazy. But if you want, guys, if you want to see all those videos, go subscribe to the DFM Clips and Highlights channel because every clip, full length, is going up there. It's edited, but it's full length. A few channels are doing shorts lately. For example, Legal. Yeah, so Legal Eagle is really cool. I've done a few shorts. They're actually doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good, but a lot of people are like, "What's up with the vertical video?" And it's under 60 seconds. So I'm figuring it out. Dylan, it's right above you. It's right above you. It's that yellow line. DFM Clips and Highlights channel. Right there. There you go. Gotcha. I got you. Peter K, you don't mind hearing him over and over? Okay. So when it comes to when I'm talking right when the crash starts to happen, I should point out some things. So I'm just trying to become a better instructor and coach. Guys, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm getting some good feedback from you guys. And that's the thing is learn from what I'm trying to do too. So if you want to help out somebody, always get some feedback, just kind of take what's good, remove what's bad, and then do what you can possibly do. Oh, riding with the bean. No. You know what? I think I might have. I'd have to check it out. Broken into categories. Okay. War Club 5150. You love it? Awesome. No problem, Phalanx. I get it. It's like I started seeing it too. I started getting bored of hearing myself when I edit. So just, you know what I mean? I'm focusing specifically on fails and errors because that really drives home the point of why you need to practice. You know what I mean? I would love to do a collab with Legal Eagle. I actually really like his channel. I just don't. I'd have to maybe talk to him about like the legalities of crashing into somebody or something like that, or things like that. I wouldn't know what to collab with him on unless I went to go teach him how to ride a motorcycle. That'd be kind of fun. Will you do a glove review soon, Richard? Yes, actually next Tuesday. So guys, we do classroom sessions. We do these live streams, live class sessions every Tuesday, Thursday at 3 p.m. And I actually found 3 gloves that are really good. Dan, recommend first aid kit. I can't find any online that are any good, guys. I built mine. I made mine. I keep it open so I don't have to keep hearing the Velcro and stuff. So I made mine, and all it is a cat tourniquet, some enough gloves, PPE, different sizes. Well, actually no, they're all mediums because I have small hands. So mediums. I got some 4x4s. I got a CPR mask. I got trauma shears. I got some ACE bandage to help me apply a little bit of compression if I needed to, and then I got some roll gauze. And I had some more stuff, but I pulled it all out so I can show you guys more of these things. But I had to create my own. Because everyone I see, all it is like Band-Aids, right? It's just a bunch of Band-Aids. So I went and bought a few different trauma packs, trying to see which ones would be good. I'm actually developing my own. So it's going to be a little while, guys. It's going to be a little while. I'm not going to just buy some and then say, here you go. No, I'm going to custom make them. I'm going to make them as best as I possibly can. My goal is March sometime. Hopefully March. But we're making it. We're making our own. Matt and I are making our own. Matt was a firefighter EMT for I think 7-8 years, federal, and I was 11 municipal, so like in district. So we're working really hard on those. And the problem is I don't want to just make them and then say, here you go. Go ahead, guys, have fun. No, I want to get the training out there to you. So guys, make sure you subscribe to Motorcycle Training Concepts. That's where all that's where a lot of the training's going to be, but I will post some on here. I definitely will. Definitely will. So we're going to do some bleeding control. We're going to do some, breathing for the patient. We're going to do, how to call 911. I'm going to see if I can collab with a dispatcher and possibly talk to him or her about, what it is they definitely need, things like that. Because I'm really working on it. The whole point right now is to make this channel as best as possible and free up as much time as possible so I can work on the other channels. Remember, I got 3 channels here. I got 4 channels, but 2 of them are pretty much kind of on the side. I'm really focusing on Motorcycle Training Concepts and this channel. And I want you guys to think about this, okay? Motorcycle Training Concepts is the curriculum that Dan the Fireman is going to start teaching. So I'm developing the curriculum on that channel, and I'm just an instructor for it. So at some point, I'm going to have an instructor and mentor program on that channel so you guys can start teaching and mentoring people with that curriculum. You know what I mean? That's the goal. But give me 2021 to figure it out. All right? Please. This was a one-man show up until now. Stacks with a 10, baby. Woo-wee. Thank you so much. The Rogues Army, I wish I had them. And I would love to do pre-orders, but I don't know when they're coming in, so I wouldn't want to do a pre-order. Are they the same, Dan? In what way? What's the same? Is ABS a must for a beginner? No, it's not a must. It's not, Adam, it's not a must, but here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. If I was going to buy a bike for a beginner, like if I had the money and I was going to buy a bike for a beginner, I would save up the extra $500. I'm never going to buy anyone I care about a beginner bike without ABS. I mean it. Like when we were doing the bike giveaway, I was like, Matt, you find me a bike and it has to have ABS. It has to. Goat 200, I have done it. It's called Raw DDFM, Ride Along With Dan and the Fireman. It's actually, I have a few on the motorcycle training concepts. So I'm only clicking that right there, boom, so that I can click it too. And I'm gonna take you there, and I'm gonna show you a video. Okay, when is it gonna pop up on my screen? There you go. So this right here is the Motorcycle Training Concepts channel. Almost 10,000 subscribers. It's pretty cool. By the way, guys, here's the playlist. So what we have is motorcycle situational awareness, right along with Dan and the Fireman. And here's the thing, we have this too. Actually, let's go here. Let's go to videos. So I actually have how to ride a motorcycle from the start. Basic motorcycle familiarization, how to sit on a motorcycle, how to turn on, understanding the friction zone, how to do a slow straight line. And these are like legit classes at that point. How to do a U-turn, never drop your motorcycle, mountain riding. So here, let's go to the most recent ride along with Dan and the Fireman. Here, we're going to be going through traffic and sharing what it is I look for, what it is I see, so that you guys know what to do when you're out riding yourself. We talk about it. Whoa. What the heck? What's COED? What's COED? What's the COED chart? All the time. I'm going to go ahead and apply some progressive brake pressure, position myself for safety. I like to position myself off to the left side a little bit more when it comes to lane positions. Checking every single 360 situational awarenesses. Looking at my mirrors, doing head checks. I got my little camera on the back, so hopefully that thing doesn't fly off. So this right here is, I already do it. Now, if you guys want me to do more of these are fun. Those are fun to do. Those are fun to do. I actually really enjoy them. I really do enjoy those. The Rogues Armory. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. I really do appreciate it, guys. Here's the thing. I really do appreciate you guys donating. You don't have to. I thought it said Chode chart too. You really don't have to, but I really do appreciate it. I wish YouTube had a gifting of memberships, because you see all the green, right? Richard Moss, Solo, Phalanx, Sean, Dale, Prodigal, Rogues Armory. We saved your life yesterday. What happened? What happened? If you want to, guys, it's $1.99 a month, and you get a mustache to start. You get all the emojis. I want to see the emojis. I want to see this whole wall. All the emojis. Do it. Do it. I dare you. You get all these emojis. We're actually working really hard. I have I'm working with somebody right now, a very highly respected gaming organization is working on a full stream thing. So we're actually going to get some more emojis, better beards for you guys. Galen, wow. Code may be reference to Codestone or Lithodypria, stone fired twice. It's stoneware that was used for molding neoclassical statues created around 1770 by Eleanor Quad. I love hearing stuff like that. I learn. That's interesting. Had to sell my bike due to loss of job, COVID closures, but I still apply everything I learned here and driving my car. Admit I say side of the vehicle, my head in my car. Phalanx. Hey, that's the thing. Smart rider principles can be smart driver principles too. And it's something I teach my kids right now because they're riding around little EFTRs. So what did I do to build my confidence as a rider? From Trade Deuce Troll 32. You guys have the weirdest names, but I like them. What did I do to build my confidence? So your confidence is probably low. So what do you guys think? Here, think about that real quick. If you have low confidence in something, it's because you haven't been as exposed to it as much. It means you don't know what to do in certain whatever it is. So let's say you have low confidence in dancing. I have low confidence dancing because I suck at it. So the reason why I have low confidence in that is because I don't go out and go dancing. I haven't taken a dance class. I purposely try not to dance. I purposely avoid dancing things. And look at all the emojis. I love it. So how do I build my confidence in dancing? I'm going to go ahead and take a class. Or I'm just going to say screw it and go to the dance floor and dance and look like an idiot. But I'm going to slowly build that confidence. You need experience, exactly, Wolf Glitch. But the problem is with dancing, the problem is with motorcycling, it's not like dancing. So I can't just go on a bike and be like, all right, I'm just gonna go ride around and screw it if I look dumb. Because you could possibly get hurt or killed. So that's the scary part. So the only thing you can do when it comes to motorcycling is, okay, well, I'm gonna build up my confidence by taking a class. And well, I can't afford the class, I can't do this, I already have a bike, or blah blah blah, all these different things. Okay. Train in a parking lot. Train on a bicycle. Let's say you're not confident with your motorcycle yet. You can do all these things on a bicycle: slow speed maneuvers, head and eye movement, situational awareness, your fundamental skills applying the brakes and counter steering, slow speed counterweight, all those things you can do on a bicycle. Acquire and utilize personal protective equipment, smart rider principles, guys. Put on some gear. It's going to give you a little false confidence, but it's going to make it to where, you know what, if I do fail a little bit, I do have some protection so I'm not severely injured. So the main thing here is, how do you build up your confidence? You have to train, go in there with experience, get some experience, or watch these videos. Okay. So you're gonna develop your confidence by practice, exposing yourself to the situation that you're doing. Okay. So a lot of training videos, but you have to do it. You can't just watch and not do anything. You have to actually go do it. Yeah, man, Mango, first ever ride after training was going around the block about 10 times. Just practice, and then double it up. I always treat it like it's firewood. Who here has thought, or not thought, who here has heard, for firewood, when you come back and you say you have enough, that means you need to go out there and triple it. So if you come out back to the campsite with a bunch of wood, boom, I think I have enough for the night. That means you look at that and you triple that. You always get more than you need. Okay, and that involves your training, that involves your practice. How would I recommend practicing for freeway highway speeds? Yanni Nair, great question. I get that a lot. What I would do is, if you find a portion of the interstate or freeway, you get on that on ramp. Okay, now we're at highway speeds. Get off on the next one. Okay, get off on the next interstate or off ramp. So practice your slowing down on the off ramp. Go over the bridge or whatever. Go back the other way. Okay, get off on the next one. Go the other way. And you're constantly doing that. You're picking up speed, but you're only on the interstate or freeway for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Get off on the next one. Practice your slowing down. Get on and keep doing that in a circle. Keep doing that in a circle. That way you can at least get up to speed. You're practicing your on-ramp speed, so you're practicing getting some throttle, getting that wind on you. You feel like you're going to fall off. You're like, oh. Remember just to grab with your legs, not grab with your hands. Grab with your legs, loose up top. Get off on the next exit. Come back the other way. Constantly do that until you feel comfortable. And then from there, it's like, well, I'm not going to get off on the next exit. I'll get off on the exit after that. And then before you know it, you're like, I'm good. Okay, I can handle it. That's what I recommend for everybody for highway speeds. Could you make a video suggesting the beginners about the necessary customization and how to look after their bike? Example, tires, spark plugs. Oh, okay. So lock shift. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm more of that is about safety. The T clocks. It's about safety. But I focus more on the rider and the practice. But that's a great question. I had a lot of videos, but I need to make some more. You did, Prodigal? Nice. Ross Wolf, you got your first MSF class? Hell yeah. Is there a way to check if tire pressure is at a safe level on the go if you do not have a gauge readily available? So, guys, here gauges are cheap. Gauges are cheap. I'm gonna show you the one I have. And they're easy to. Let's see if I can find it. Tire gauges are very cheap. I use the digital one. And you can keep it inside your pocket in your jacket. But I keep it in my saddlebag. So So I have this one. It's pretty cheap. I mean, there's even smaller ones. There's even cheaper ones. I actually have a smaller one. I couldn't find it. But yeah, you can find these like easy digital gauges, very easy to find. Um, you literally can go to Walmart and you can get one. Yeah, 99 cents is very easy and you need it. Don't think you could just eyeball it. You need to do that. Yeah, they're very tiny. Yeah, do I have any videos on gear for a beginner? What you need going out riding? You need all of it, Adam. You need all of it. You need helmet, pants, jacket, boots, gloves. You need all 5 of those pieces. And I do have videos on that. So I do have a gear guide. And if you want to check out, it's in the description. Here we go. I'll just do this. I'll just copy and paste it. Get yourself a pair of gloves, boots, a jacket, helmet. Did I say pants? Yeah. So the way I would go with this, I'd get a helmet, then I would get gloves, and then I would get a jacket, and then I would get pants, and then I'd get boots. I'd go in that direction. Yeah, so Michael, that's a great question, or a great not question, but it's a good comment. I pump up my tires at home with a bike pump, guys. That's it. It's a bike pump. It can easily get up to the 30, 40 psi you need. I think my tires are 29. So it could easily get to that. You don't need an air compressor. It'd be helpful. It'd be quick. But all you need is like a couple pumps. Seriously, I'll go up. I'll do a quick check with my tire pressure gauge, and it's like, oh, you're down 3 psi. Okay, pull out the tire pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm good. That's it. That's it. Any advice on small compressor to have in hand in the garage? There you go. Sean, I would no, I don't. If the cheapest one you can find, the one that can hold at least, 2 tires worth of air in the reservoir. Yeah, and I definitely want to get myself a pressure or an air compressor because at some point I'm going to want some pneumatic tools, but I'm not going to buy a compressor just for my tires. I'm kind of I have to have it for multi-use. If I'm gonna spend any money, I got to get my money's worth like within the first 3 months. You know, I don't want to wait a full 2 years to get my money's worth just pumping up tires. That's just kind of what I am. And then the tire pump is super easy, like $15, but then my kids use them. So it's like I don't need to worry about all that stuff. Oh, okay, so Tim, great statement. There's tiny compressors. Can't even speak. There are tiny air compressors for cycle gear that fit under my seat that I use for my tires. So you can find a small one. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. That's true, man. Go. I didn't think about that. That's good. So that I get a little bit more money's worth out of that. You know what I mean? Cleaning dust and and drying water after washing. There you go. There you go. Cool. Guys, I gotta get going. Date night. Date night. Um, I'll be I gotta get going. I hope you guys had a great time. We are gonna do this on Tuesday again. We have a new video out tomorrow. Got some cool stuff. You guys want to see what tomorrow's video is? I'll share it in the link. I'll share it in the yeah, I'll just share it here. I'll share it here. Somebody already hit somebody disliked it. Come on, guys. Hit the like button on this video for tomorrow. Tomorrow. One sec, don't leave yet. Tomorrow's video. All right, now you can leave. Click that right there. You guys get to see tomorrow's video early. Nobody else gets to see it. Make sure you comment so you can have it say like 24 hours ago. And people are like, well, how come they got to see it? Well, it's because you guys showed up on live stream. So I'll be seeing you guys around. I got to get going. Guys. I'll see you later. Come on, rookies. Go clean the bathroom.